A well-earned point at York was followed up by a convincing 6-2 win against a spirited Mask United side in the week. Sets up this tie against a team we've not just played this season, but already beaten this season in Southport for a place in the last 32. So we'll start with Spennymoor, who make 3 changes from that side that beat Mask 6-2 in the week. In come James Curtis, Carl Magnay and Jamie Spencer, and out, all to the bench, go Nathan Buddle, Tyler Forbes and Jason Kennedy. So in a 4-2-3-1, Dale Evers in goal. The back 4, right to left, Carl Magnay, James Curtis, Joe Tate and Scott McLean. In front of them, Mark Anderson and Jamie Spencer. 3 attackers, Stephen Thompson, Rob Ramshaw and Ryan Hall behind Glenn Taylor. Second choice, Tony McMillan. Really good header from Archer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what
the
manager
really
wanted.
Good chance here as well. Shot towards goal. Daly, the fantastic save to deny Niall Watson. It looked like that was going to be a goal when he threw 1-on-1. Scored in the week, got the winner at Marine, but Dale Eve got down quickly to push that away for a corner.
Yeah, and the 1-on-1 against Joe Tate.
Big 7 or so minutes. Here's Scott McLean. Up at the top, Hall will try and chase on the end of that. It'll fall to Thompson, who can bring it forwards. Shakes off Antwi, still going, then he's definitely fouled.
I'd be surprised if he gets away without a booking as well, because it certainly got past him. It was a good chance to play in Hall or Ramshaw. Seen a few from Glenn Taylor from this position. He normally gets a little layoff, doesn't he? Maybe 2 yards shifted to the right, and then he can unleash a shot. Scored against Chester, a few efforts into the wall.
But of course, Mark Anderson scored from this range, not from a free kick though, but scored from virtually that exact spot on Tuesday.
I'm not sure it will be a layoff. I think Taylor's just going to strike at goal here.
Here we go, it will be Glenn Taylor. It's low, it's into the corner! It's a fantastic free kick. It was the goalkeeper's side. He probably expected that to go over the wall. He fires it low into the corner. And perhaps against run of play. 8 minutes in, Spennymoor have the lead.
Well, maybe it's the free kick that Southport weren't expecting, because normally you see Anderson just lay that off for Glenn Taylor. And like you say, Adam, it is keeper's side. Maybe he should be doing better there, Anthony McMillan. Maybe he's expecting one underneath the wall, but it's right in the corner. It's an excellent free kick. And they've lost 5 of their last 8 matches. They're on course to increase that to 6 in 9 with the current form and score on the pitch.
Tie that into the fact that Spennymoor haven't lost to Southport in their last 6 meetings. Curtis has definitely fouled his man there. Jordan Archer, the man who won that free kick. And now there's a bit of after between them two as well. It all adds for a good cup tie, doesn't it? Stuff like that.
It does.
You don't want too much of it, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to see both sides really up for the cup here. Trying to get that defensive line a little bit higher, aren't they, Spennymoor?
Just shifting to mark the man at the back post. Again, pushing the back of James Curtis from Archer.
Disorganised, trying to find positions. Let's see what they can do here. It's a decent ball in, now it's headed towards goal, but it's got to go in, it has. The equaliser comes from Mo Ali, the centre-back. You could kind of see that coming, couldn't you, when Joe Tate was running across the defensive line. Didn't know, I think there's a few players there, didn't know who they're picking up, and Ali has far too much space. Was never going to miss from 6 yards out. Only played 14 minutes, it's already 1 apiece.
Yeah, you mentioned pre-match, Adam, about Southport's record in scoring away from home. We also said that set pieces would cause problems at both ends.
Forced back. And that pass then, a bit misplaced, and it was a little bit panicky and scrappy at the back there for Spennymoor, wasn't it?
Potentially, but they've played it out well and got the ball in between the feet. And look at this, an overload on the left-hand side. Now all comes from passing out from the back.
Yeah. Spencer switches to play. Look at Ramshaw, look at space he's got. Lays it back to Taylor. Got a chance on the volley. Oh! Good looking effort. More than capable. He kept it down pretty well, but it goes over the bar in the end.
Look a level above though, don't they? When they get it and pass it with impetus, pass it with pace.
Making a run towards the channel, but McLean doesn't see it. Anderson calmly across to Tate. Long diagonal ball, looking for Stephen Thompson. Doesn't find him. Anderson wins the ball back though. And that's a fantastic pass to find Tyler Forbes who can get forward.
Set a circle.
Oh, a bit of afters there. The referee has stopped the game. I must say I wasn't watching that.
Well, he's gone down accusing a headbutt of Mark Anderson. He definitely was talking to him, but he didn't throw his head towards him. David Morgan's gone to ground claiming that Anderson's headbutted him there.
Into Anderson, back to McLean. Bit of a heavy pass, but recycled well back to James Curtis. That's a fantastic pass. Driven low ball to find Tyler Forbes, who can sprint forward here, can Forbes. put in a low cross. Oh, it's behind Taylor, behind Ramshaw. Ball to Anderson, edge of the D. He'll try one. Takes deflection into the back of the net. It clipped off Adam Anderson, loops over the goalkeeper, finds the back of the net. 3 minutes into second half, Spennymoor have regained the lead.
It's exactly what you want in that scenario for Mark Anderson, finding the ball 18 yards out from goal, get your shot off early, give the keeper something to work with, and it just flies past him, courtesy of the deflection, but you find your own luck in this game, and that's exactly what you get for having a shot at goal.
Yeah, been a bright start to second half from Spennymoor than he started in the first. Ball fell to Anderson now on the edge of the D, and he had so much space, didn't he? He had so much space. Long diagonal ball. Carver can head on into Archer. Both of them having too much space. Spencer dives into that challenge and wins it. Back to Thompson, who runs inside of his man. Does that so effortlessly, doesn't he, Stephen
Brilliant
Thompson?
from Thompson there.
To find Rob Ramshaw. Sets off Ryan Hall down the far side. Lets the ball go across him so he can run onto it. Into the penalty area now as Ryan Hall. His cross is blocked. Thompson can turn, can he? And dig out towards Taylor, who shoots. Oh! The keeper wasn't in the middle of his goal there, was he? And he looked like he kept a huge space his right hand side, and Taylor couldn't quite find it. Put it over the top. No, find a really good pass into Glenn Taylor. Got Thompson on his near side, who will use one-on-one with his defender.
The right decision.
Can get round
Back
him.
post if you need be.
We'll take the deflection. Oh! And the keeper just hits the keeper. It stops him going into the back of the net.
Oh, he didn't know anything about that one, did he? It's a really interesting decision for a clearance from Anderson.
Definitely could have gone anywhere. Just hit the keeper. They've already benefited once of Spennymoor from a deflection. Thompson, if they got that pass into Ramshaw, he would have been in as well. So a few more openings starting to present themselves to Spennymoor here.
There are, and I think more will come because Southport will have to be more attacking, won't they? They'll have to commit bodies forward because they're losing this one.
Thompson spreads the play towards Ryan Hall. Will he get there first? He might. The fullback stopped actually there, the door, and Ryan Hall's in. What did he do? Oh, he put it over the bar. 4 Spennymoor players there across the half-well and all hands in heads. I think Jack Doyle, he was his fullback. He's gone down as well. I think he might have pulled up, which is why Hall was allowed to get in so easily. It's a big chance, that, isn't it?
It was. You'd fancy Ryan Hall as well. He does ever so well to get in behind, to get onto the loose ball and the knockdown.
Bring it away. We'll keep that in play. Good pass into Ramshaw. Can turn, look forwards. Sprint forwards. In towards Taylor. Can he finish it? Oh, he dragged it wide of the keeper's right-hand post. Cross goal it went. One that Anderson got a little bit wrong in the first half. Other than that, 4 or 5 deliveries from him so far have been fantastic. Here comes another one, floated towards the middle again. Taylor's peeled free. It'll fall to Thompson at the back post. He'll try one. It's wide of the near post. Just dragged it a little bit, didn't he? Right behind it. Always going wide.
Nah, that one didn't look like it was going in, and it just evades everyone.
Have and hold sort of thing.
It's an interesting decision.
Cross dug in by Woods. Spencer underneath it. Out of play, it'll go for a throw.
Yeah, I mean, Southport has caused problems with set pieces. There was the one from Doyle in the second half where it just needed a nick to go in. Scored the goal from the one in the first half. It's surprising that they just haven't put that ball into the box.
And of course, they've also lost their long throw-in taker now as well, so it's taken short. Back to Challoner. McLean got to get there quickly, trying to stop the cross. Can't do so. It's a decent ball in. Eve drops. Is it ushered in? It's into the back of the net, actually. It finds the back of the net, I think, courtesy of... I think it's George Newell who's just come on, who's got the last touch on that. Eve must have thought he was fouled when he came to collect that ball. Got something on it, but didn't get it cleared away. And I think it is Newell, the substitute, who's been on for, well, I make it exactly a minute.
Yeah, the manager always looks good there when he brings on a substitute who immediately scores, but it's so frustrating for Moose because they've had chances aplenty at the other end. One that have hit the side netting, one that's just gone past the post.
The corner from Connor Woods. This will be the match winner if it goes in the back of the net. Cleared by the near post. And that will be the full-time whistle. It's finished 2-2 at the end of the 90. A place in the next round of the FA Trophy will be decided by the lottery. That is penalty kicks, which is a little bit exciting, but also a little bit scary. It's George Newell, who scores straight down the middle. Southport to take the lead in the shootouts. Oh, and it goes in. The keeper got a strong hand to it, but he can only push it into the roof of the net to take a penalty. Here he comes, it's a straight run up. He finds the net. There he stayed in the middle, trying to commit late on, but it was right in the corner.
Just
Anderson
reading
next.
too much.
Also, straight run up from Anderson. Now he goes wide. And it's gone in. That is unbelievable. It's hit the post, it's hit the keeper, and gone in. That is absolutely unbelievable from the spot. It's essentially their own goal, isn't it? It hit the post.
Essentially.
Next up, Niall Watson. Here he comes. Over the bar. Advantage is now with Spennymoor Town.
Not be that helpful.
If this is in the back of the net.
Of course, if.
Here comes Jamie Spencer. Scores. Spennymoor have the advantage. It's 3-2 after 3 penalties each.
He looks in.
So at least they won penalty this season. It was against Southport. Can he do it again? Not on that one, he can't. David Morgan finds the corner. It's 3-3, but Spennymoor have got an extra one to take. It's going to be Scott McLean. Here comes Scott McLean. Fantastic penalty. Goes the other way. And Southport have got to score. In this season, it was at Southport. Football throws up these weird similarities sometimes, doesn't it? If he saves this one, Spennymoor through.
Doesn't look comfortable.
Here comes Benjamin. Oh, he got a hand to it, but it is in the back of the net. And now it is all on Joe Tate. If not, we go to sudden death. Joe Tate from 12 yards. Here he comes. It's saved. And it's not over yet. We go again. Connor Woods, can he cement that?
Change the game in Southport's favour. Can I do it from the spot?
Here he comes. Woods for Southport. Fantastic penalty. A really good penalty.
Yeah, it's the best one we've seen, isn't it?
Top left corner. And now, suddenly, the pressure's on Spennymoor. And Ben McKenna has got to score. Information across to the goalkeeper here. That the Southport's officials down below. So here comes Ben McKenna. Got to score. Over the bar. Game over. Southport win it by 5-4 in the shootout. They had a penalty to win it through Joe Tate. And it comes to nothing in the end. A hard-fought 90 minutes. It finished 2-2 after 90 minutes. Yeah, and if you have to try and find a positive, at least Kidderminster away is now not a Tuesday night.
Thankfully, yeah.
It's all over. It's very fair. It's finished 2-2 after normal time. Southport win by 5-4 on penalties.